Question everything. But the truth should not be televised, and that's for sure. So with that, you know, I keep telling y'all, man, you got to keep your eyes and ears open to what's going on with the system when it comes to dealing with us as a nation of Aboriginal Negroes of America and how we're being portrayed and how we're being played. Why? Because, right now we are watching what happened with Katt Williams and stuff and what he had put out based off of the comedians and in the comedy world. But Gavin Newton out there in California, when it comes to the political world, in the resource world, in the benefit world, for the citizens of America, he just passed a bill so that way the immigrants in California can get at least $1 billion a year for medical. At least $1 billion they found to be able to give to the immigrants for medical a year. But for the Aboriginal Negroes of America, for the crimes against humanity and the Holocausts that they have put on our people and all the different biological war weapons that they use against our people here in America as the so-called citizens of America, they got to study reparations. They can't figure out where to get no money to help our communities at the race riots and the many different lakes that they have ran over our communities and railroads that they ran through our communities and massacres that they have done to our community, burning down our communities and our businesses. They can't find no money for us. They got to study justice for us in the form of reparative justice, in the form of reparations. But for everybody else, it seems it's no problem. They just pull out their bag and they get all the money and the resources in the world for every other nation that comes to this country. But for our people, all they're doing is mass incarcerating us and coming up with excuses to, on why they have to continue to treat us this way. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that they keep having more and more money for every immigrant and every person that come to the country, but for our babies struggling in ghetto slums and hoods, we're not getting nothing. We're not getting no type of benefits, no type of nothing. They have no money for us, no resources for our community. Do you think it's going to get better? Do you think we really free? You think the Emancipation Proclamation really freed us? This is what y'all believe liberation is like? This is the reality of it? Where we keep getting pushed to the bottom and crushed with a thumb and a foot on our neck? A knee on our neck? This is what America's freedom, the colonizers' freedom, is for the Aboriginal Negroes of America? This is what y'all go out and vote for? This is what it's about? For them to give the benefits that you protest for, that you boycotted for, that you got whooped, beat, and all sorts of stuff for, to everybody else but you? That's what it's about? That's why Martin Luther King ain't on the planet no more, because of immigrants? To get them straight, but not you? Malcolm X and many others? They all not on the planet no more because they was trying to get them straight and not their own nation? This is what these appointed representatives got for you? A trick bag? The Democrats and the Republicans? Because they got money. We know they got money. Why? Because they stole the country. They stole the resources. They had over almost about 400 years of free labor from our people to build this country so they can get paid and stay paid and have generational wealth while they don't give you nothing. Told you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And when you did, they burnt down Black Wall Street and all your towns like that. And then turned around and told you they don't got nothing for you. Figure it out. And that's what they telling you now, as Gavin Newton give out $1 billion a year in medical support for immigrants that they said they don't know where they're going to get the money from to pay you back justice for all the crimes against humanity that they have done to you and your bloodline. But in turn, they brought up private prisons, put more police in your communities, and then mass incarcerate your people as they promote that you are the criminal of America, the criminals who stole America, the inheritors of their stolen wealth from their forefathers. This is that reality. So now the criminals who stole the country did a Jedi mind trick on all the citizens of the world and made you the face of crime. They didn't make themselves the face of crime, nor would they pay for the crimes that they have done to our people. But they made you the face of crime and then turned around, put all the colonizers that look like them in the community, and now they mass incarcerate your children under the poverty that they pushed you into, beat you into, massacred you into, holocaust you into, and then turn around and say, in order for us to give you any type of reparative justice, we're going to have to study it because we don't know where we're going to get the money from. And then turn around and got billions of dollars for Ukraine because it looked like them, billions of dollars for Israel because it looked like them, billions of dollars of, going to the immigrants. Why? Because they could mix with them real easy without being mixed out completely by the dominant gene. These are the realities to it. This is what's really going on. And you still believe voting going to help you? You really believe the Democratic parties of colonizers got your best interest? Or the Republican Party of colonizers got your best interest? Or the so-called house brothers and sisters that's up there that look like us got your best interest and not their legacy in heart? Sitting in the colonizer's house, given power from the colonizers to do what the colonizers say their agenda should be done? Because they're not changing nothing, the ones that's up there that look like you. They don't got no power. Y'all keep thinking that these Aboriginal Negroes that look like you that's sitting in the appointed representative seats have some type of power. They don't have no power. They're sitting in the colonizer's house. The colonizers gave them that shirt. The colonizers gave them that career. The colonizers gave them that job. And in turn, the colonizers told you can't go out of my Pacific guidelines in order to help your people. You got to do what I tell you to do. And that's what they're doing. Same thing with all the cops that look like us. You think the cops that look like us don't know what their colonizing cops are doing to us out there? They know. They know exactly what's going on. But in order for them to be straight, in order for them to eat good inside the colonizers' cop houses, because that's what it is, it's the house that they allowed them to come in and have jobs in, they can't go outside the narrative of what it means to be under their system of blue. That's just the reality to it. The blue code of what it means to be a cop. So we can't say nothing about the wrongs that is happening to our nation and our people in order for us to get a check. Those are house brothers and sisters. That's what they are. You don't understand what a house brother and sister is? Go look up Malcolm X and look up the house brother and the field brother. And notice how the field brother is for his nation and the house brother is for the colonizer and the massa. I keep telling y'all that. That's what the Django was about when they had Samuel Jackson playing that part. They were showing you how when you in their house, under their rules, and they give you a job, you do as them. You don't help yours. And this is where we at. This is what's going on. This is what Katt Williams is talking about, if you really want to know. The sellouts. The ones that's keeping our people in the position that we in of poverty and destruction with the colonizers. Because they sided with them. Why? Because they gave them that chicken bone. Because they gave them that bag. Because they gave them that legacy. Why the rest of us, the 80% of our nation is being destroyed. Y'all cool with that? That's what it is. Y'all cool with that? You okay with watching your own people be destroyed with the system of the colonizers set up around them that ain't never ever liberated y'all or separated y'all from oppression, telling you it's your fault? That they promote all this death on your children? Gotta grow up with gangster rap talking about hurting each other and destroying each other in all these death movies that they put out in shows and sitcoms and all this crap that demonize our people and put our people in the position that we in? Over 30 years of watching this stuff? Come on, man. Y'all gotta come off that. Same thing with this deaf culture ass education that they give us, where we ain't working with our hands in order to build nothing. In order to build nothing. Children graduating from school with no skills. Can't compete in the economic reality of the world from nowhere. But y'all cool with that. Got no say under the school curriculum. Can't speak on nothing that your own children is learning and being put in their brain. Ain't that's what this is about? But y'all talking about y'all free. Mansa, Pace, and Pac.